Hey, I've made tons and tons and tons of walkways before for everything you can think of. And in the Tomorrow Comes Doom nigh, I need a lot of walkways because I have so many the promenade and so many buildings and stuff that have to be connected. So I thought I would just throw together some really easy, super duper easy walkways to connect platforms together. So this is just a piece of cardboard and let's make it vaguely shaped like that. Let's cut a couple little railings to sturdy it up a little bit and so that minis don't fall off the sides. And I'm just eyeballing this. I'm just going to shove that on there haphazardly because in the future they don't really care about safety so much. I just make it for my miniature safety. Ran out of glue. Oops. Something like that. Let's kind of hold that in place while it cools. Oops. It's bending. It's very flimsy. Okay, something like that. Then let's just get some cardstock and some scissors. And cut some plates. I don't like these little where the cardboard folds pieces. We use these to add a little bit of interest. Something like that. I'll sturdy that up a little bit with some terrible weld lines. And that should make it pretty sturdy. Now, one of the things with these is you need them to be able to kind of get pushed between two pieces of terrain so they're sturdy. So to do that, I'm just going to bloop and shove those together. Flip this over on its back. I'm going to smear those around back and forth a little bit and let those cool. Let's make another one of those. Okay. Boom. You could stop there. That's pretty easy. It's pretty basic. You can add some junk to it. So I'm just going to get a couple pieces of sprue. Kind of capture the fact that this world is made of junk and everything's just crammed and cobbled together. Repairs are just done with random pieces of metal. Welded and stuck to everything. And you don't even need these. This is just extra. Okay. Let's see if a mini fits on there. Sweet. just as I hoped. Now I have some extra little garbage pieces of granny grating here. And this is just going to add some kind of a effect here that we don't need. I'm going to get a little bit of that there and stick it on. And a little bit there. Okay. Something like that. To paint it up, I'm just quickly going to get a dab of glue here. I'm going to push it down and let it cool for a second, and we'll paint it. Now the underside could be painted, but it doesn't really need to be. So I'm just going to black bomb this real quick and then hit with a little bit of red primer. The black bomb is the base coat, and I don't do a great job here. I just hit it. And then I red primer dust it just to give it some variation on the undertone. And then I come out with something like this, and you could really leave it right there if you wanted to. I'm gonna bring my camera up. I got a lot of terrain laying around down here. I gotta take some stuff upstairs. Okay. We'll just take this cardboard here. A little metallic brown. A little bit of brownish red. And a little bit of gray. I don't know where the brushes I was using went. Did I put them away? Cool. So I'm going to get some water and that brown metallic and just kind of use that as a workhorse real quick. I'm going to get my red, a little bit of water. I'm going to kind of break that up, add some variation. Just like that. And I don't care how perfect it is. I'm going to get that gray, mix it with that red, a little bit of that metallic. I need a little more water. Make it real wet. Kind of get it on some of the tall spots and maybe settling in the cracks. Something like that. We'll dry that off. We'll get a metallic. I'm just going to grab some of that. I'm going to wipe a lot of that off. I'm going to hit these pipes up to add some interest. I'm not putting any kind of perfection into that. And then I'm going to hit my granny grating with that a little bit. I'm going to drag the railings because people are always running along here and dragging their boxes and belongings and weapons along there. I'm going to hit some of these corners a little bit. Around the edges of the plates where they kick them with their feet as they're stepping up. Just like that. And then on the edges of the walkways where there's the most contact. Okay, I'm going to color one of these plates a different color to add some variation. I have some orange here. It's not my favorite color. I don't really like it, but this is actually close to the color of orange I wear at work a lot for when I have to go on sites for high visibility. Some of the sites I run are high vis. So I'm just going to get this orange and tag it around on here a little bit. You know what? I'd like to have two colors. So I'll do the orange there. And this hideous Caribbean blue or Caribbean blue, depending on how you say it. I hear commercials, you know, Caribbean cruises, and then I see movies called The Pirates of the Caribbean. So I don't know what the real pronunciation is. And I'm just going to smear that around. There we go. Create some variation. That's a walkway. It's too easy. A mini can fit on it easily. Come here. Boom. It's everything you need. Takes a few minutes. You can make these as quick or as slow as you want. And they don't have to be perfect because all it's going to be is to connect to different areas. Hey, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, leave a comment, and all that happy crappy that pleases the algorithmos, those pesky AI overlords of the YouTubes. Also, check out our website, www.dungeonswag.com, and our Discord. Those are linked in the description. Also, in that description, you'll find a 25% discount code for your first month of Dungeon Swag Minis. I'll see you next time.